answer any questions I can.
Jon practicing all this week with his right leg pretty wrapped up. I know you were a little bit concerned after the game, but what are you seeing from him? How does it look this week? And how
He looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. We expect him to go. He's out. He will not play.
We talked to Jermaine Luminor yesterday, and he went really in depth on his journey and growing up in London, not really having a football background. I know he's been in the league for a few years now. What have you seen from him having to step in and fill a big role?
Very professional guy. He's taking advantage of this opportunity. He wasn't in awe going in there. He's been in there before. He's played for New England and Baltimore. I think he has a high expectation of his abilities, and hopefully he continues to get better within our system.
Jon, coming off a big win like you just had on Monday, is at the professional level, is it not an effort to get them back to reality and just back?
No, we got a bigger game this week. Every week is in the NFL. It's a big win if you win. Now we're obviously getting ready for Pittsburgh, and we got a lot of respect for the Steelers. We don't even remember last week.
How much of a challenge is it for the offense? Last year, not crowds everywhere. Obviously, Pittsburgh is obviously a very intense crowd.
Well, we know it's going to be loud. Hopefully, we're ready for it. We practiced in the noise all week, and I know this: we've got to eliminate the false starts, the pre-snap penalties. I don't care if we play at home or away. That was ridiculous last week. We got to play better.
When you think of Raiders Steelers, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Just the uniforms. Two teams that finally stay with the traditional uniforms. We don't have fluorescent socks and orange hats. We have the classic uniforms, I think that represent the tradition of these two great franchises. It's really cool when you run out there and you see the Steeler uniform, the Raider uniform. It brings back memories of some of the greatest games I can remember as a kid.
Is this an opportunity for Kenyon Drake with Josh out, or how do you see that?
Well, it's an opportunity for Peyton Barber. We really like Barber. We think he's a heck of a back. Coming from Tampa, I've had a chance to really get behind the scenes on him, and I like the way he runs and catches and picks up blitzes. And Kenyon will continue to play a role in our system no matter who the other back is. And we're excited about this opportunity to see what we have.
With Ngakoue going out there and practicing when he could have said, hey, I'm not feeling it today, and everyone would have understood, what kind of message does that send to the rest of the team?
Well, he's one of our tough players. He's a team captain, almost unanimously selected. It says a lot, but he wants to win. He knows we got to have him to win. And I admire these players that go to extreme measures to do what they have to do to get ready to play mentally and physically, and he's at the top of the chart when it comes to that.
A lot of people have written Roethlisberger off over the years, but last year they go out and start 11-0.
Who wrote him off? Who wrote him off? I mean, write those names down. I'd like to know who wrote him off. I mean, really. Who wrote him off? Why would you write him off?
What have you seen from him?
I don't know why you'd write him off. He's still a hell of a player, great competitor. He loves the big moments. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you over it, but there's a lot of people making statements that are just ridiculous.
We had a blast talking to Jermaine Illuminor yesterday. What's it been like having him around, and what did you guys see in him?
Well, he's going to get quite a fan base. He's a really interesting person. We have a right tackle that I think the man he wanted to have dinner with if he could meet anybody was Socrates. So Leatherwood is a deep philosophical cat. And now we got this Illuminor who comes from abroad, and he's played soccer, and he's worldly, and he's very intelligent. And I'm not. So it's really cool to be around these two guys, how quickly they have learned our system and how they enjoy competing and playing football.
Coach, in terms of the rivalry, what of the games or moments between the Steelers and Raiders stands out most to you?
Yeah, I try not to worry about nostalgia this week. We're on a short week. We got a lot of guys hurt. Obviously, the moments that the immaculate reception and just the amount of Hall of Famers that would go toe-to-toe with each other. Seeing Cliff line up with Mel Blount, seeing Tatum and Atkinson looking for Lynn Swann, seeing Franco and Terry Bradshaw and Stabler and all the guys. It was quite a rivalry, and I don't have one other thing that sticks out right now. Sorry.
You guys all set?
All right, guys, have a good one.